You've just clicked on a thumbnail. Welcome to the internet. Hello, this is YouTube. Come along, we're going to Chili's.
Baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back,
baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. There are 1,200 Chili's locations in America, and today Meredith and I went to one of them and ordered 3 drinks, and we smuggled them home in our secret ooze containers. Let's find out what's in this drink. I don't know which was in which, so let's just start with where we're starting. This one's got orange slices in it. Wait, what the hell? Oh yeah, now we have an orange slice. Okay, so we went to Chili's and everything on the menu was kind of a margarita. So, we didn't know that going in. So we figured, all right, well, we'll just order 3 real weird sounding margaritas and see, you know, like, cause a flavored margarita, like, oh, a strawberry margarita, whatever margarita. There's not a lot to work with there, you know, like, could I make a good one? Yeah, you can make a good one. They could, Chili's might even make a good one. We didn't really get the chance to find out. But the weird stuff, that's interesting. The weird stuff, because it gets weird in there. So we got to go with the weird. Anyway, so this is a tropical sunrise margarita. That's what it's called. What was in it?
Hornitos, Reposado tequila.
Reposado tequila.
Is it De Kuiper?
De Kuiper.
De Kuiper?
Yeah, sure.
De Kuiper.
I think it's Dutch, so it's probably like De Kuiper.
All right, so melon schnapps.
Melon schnapps from De Kuiper.
Grenadine.
Grenadine.
And pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice, oh. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so it's like a tequila sunrise. But like with melon. Could be sharper. It's not bad. It's all right, look, I'm not gonna lie. I am hyper thirsty at the moment, and this is cold and orangey, and I need this. This is like really hitting the spot. Shit. Not orange, pineapple. It's primarily pineapple. Do I get the melon? Not really, but I think they wanted it was red and green before, so I think that's what they were going for. I might get the melon a little. I might get a little bit of the melon, but mostly the dominant flavor here is pineapple. Even the Hornitos is really gone in it, man. Like, this is a margarita for someone who doesn't like tequila. And on top of that, it does have a kind of, I mean, since I've poured it, I don't know if it's my neurons or there's some smell in here, but something smells a little ashtray-ish. The drink tastes fine, but there's a slight ashtray smell to it. It's so quenchy. I'm so quenchable. Well, I mean, I think we could do, I think we can do a better version of this. I don't think this is a terrible drink. I gotta say, as far as like chain restaurant cocktails we've had, this might be my favorite one. It's not bad at all. It's just not good. It doesn't taste, it's not overly sweet. I didn't even get into that yet. Like, it's not super duper sweet. It's not like sweeter than you expect anything that tastes like pineapple to be, right? Like, so it's not jarring. It's fine. I think it could probably be a lot better. I think that a melon pineapple margarita could be something pretty cool. And I think we can even keep the grenadine thing happening there. Let's do that. Let's work on that. All right, we're gonna grab a couple things. I wanna make this drink right after this. All right, so we got some things. Now we have a cutting board and ingredients. We have some ingredients. Now, one thing I wanted to point out too is that this does not have a noticeable amount of lime juice in it. It's like, yeah, I didn't get any lime juice in it. It does not have a tartness like a margarita did. This is a pretty mellow, sweet drink. Not overly sweet, but mellow. I think I will put a small amount of lime into my version of it, okay? So I have my glass here. Let's start with a lime. I wanna put in a ½ ounce of lime juice. Normally I would make a margarita with a whole ounce, and that's assuming also a different ratio. Like a ½ ounce of lime juice in this is not actually going to be a lot of lime juice at all. It's just enough to provide just a little sharpness, just a touch. All right, and now I shook this. I want to do, and is it bother you guys if I pour the pineapple juice from a can? This is the way to get pineapple juice. Trader Joe's has it in a box, and they keep it refrigerated. I actually like theirs quite a bit too. Anyway, let's do 1 ounce. 1 ounce of pineapple juice. 2 ounces of our Reposado tequila using Fortaleza. This is orange blossom water. It's actually a super important ingredient in my grenadine recipe. We're gonna have a little grenadine sitting at the bottom of this drink, but it's not gonna get into the drink for, really. And I think that actually just having 1 drop, and I wish I had a dasher top on this, and I don't at the moment. Just like a tiny, there, 1 drop. Literally 1 drop. And I don't know about on that side of the room, but over here, as soon as you get that stuff coming out of the bottle, it is such a powerful aroma. I think that's gonna be really nice here. And then I said we needed the Midori I think we want to do half an ounce. Okay. We're going to take the glass. I'm going to serve this in. And I have a little bit of my homemade Grenadine here. And I am just going to free pour some of this right into the bottom of the glass. 1/4 of an ounce to half an ounce, something like that. Get some ice. Crack the second cube. Their menu advertises that they shook these drinks 25 times, but my shaker goes to 26. So we're going to take it one notch further with 26 shakes. I don't actually know if I'm going to shake it 26 times. I don't know how to.
Let's count.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. But I don't feel like that's a good enough shake. It's like a shaker solo. Okay. It's only better. I've shook it more. It's only better. Let's strain this into my glass. It's pretty intense looking. I don't hate the orange wedge garnish. Let's stick with that. I mean, look, we're not going for like a classic cocktail here. This is like it's a resort cocktail. It's a chain restaurant margarita. We're just trying to make it a little up. We're just trying to get it up. Totally. So here's the thing. The Grenadine that most of these kind of these drinks, these sunrise drinks work on, they're going to want to use a Rose's Grenadine, which is a much more watered down, thin, watery Grenadine. And so when it doesn't create such a solid boundary layer. So I am going to cheat just a little bit by giving this guy just a little bit of stirrage. Try and incorporate it with the drink a little bit so that they, so we don't have just like a blackish red bottom, but so get like a little bit of gradation. I think that's a little better. All right, here we go. Well, this was based off of a tropical sunrise. Let's see how it came out. Huh, it's pretty dry. Theirs was much more pineapple. And I want to go 2 ounces of pineapple. I mean, or maybe do I just want to make it sweeter? There was something very refreshing about theirs. I just wanted to have that, but more character. I really missed the boat here somehow. Let me just try another ounce of pineapple and see if that helps. I'm not going to shake this in. We're just going to add it. I don't know. Was I wrong to add the lime? I think the lime was a mistake because now I've added bitterness to this that I don't think you want it to have. I think that the bitterness is kind of actually taking away from what this drink should be. Warm it up. I'm enjoying it a little more though. The tequila here is a lot more present than in the chain restaurant version. You taste this tequila. I like that, but that comes with certain trade-offs. It doesn't have the same balance that their drink had. And when I say balance in this case, I'm talking about like sweetness to spirit, sweetness to citrus. Like that drink had nice balance. It was pretty well balanced. It just didn't have a lot of going on, not a lot of evolution, not a lot of character. I was just trying to make something where the tequila was a little bit more felt, the flavors were a little snappier, a little bit more present, just a little bit better. I've kind of thrown the whole thing out of whack. I'm gonna pour this out. I'm gonna do this one more time. Here we go. Let's get a new shaker. Let's go 1.5 ounces of pineapple of our Midori, half an ounce. I'm gonna go for a lighter pour of our tequila, 1.5 ounces. So equal parts to the pineapple. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm gonna use the Rose's Grenadine because I wanna get the visual effect that's gonna come from this Grenadine. If this was about taste, it would be a different thing. So I'm just gonna pour in a little bit there. Okay, so we want some ice. Okay, here we go. I think that's more visually appealing, don't you? Much more exciting kind of color. Another orange wedge. Let's see how this is. Strongly tequila. Still very strongly tequila. Menthol. Strong kind of vegetal menthol notes from the tequila. I don't know, it's a tough nut to crack, I guess. Shit. Another ounce of pineapple, let's try that. That's a better balance for what this drink wants to be. I don't know, man, I might have to quit. I don't know that I can make this drink better than it was. I have a little more of the other one.
Yeah.
There was a little orange blossom water on this hand when I was sipping it. And I was like, ooh, I like this. Where'd that come from? No, I like this. It's taking me a minute to come around to it. We're gonna do one more. One more go at this stupid drink. Here we go. I'm gonna have to clean this all out. All right, here we go again. Equal parts Midori and pineapple juice. Half an ounce of each. So this is equal parts Midori and pineapple. I think you want more pineapple. I really do. I'm gonna go 2 parts pineapple to 1 part Minori, so another half an ounce of pineapple. But I do think that we were on something here. I think we need a half an ounce, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. We'll start with a 1/4 ounce. Okay, 1/4 ounce of simple. This is one of the things I'll do when I'm working on a drink. Reminds me of a candy shop. It's like a pleasant kind of candy flavor. Let's get our tequila in there. I'm gonna go with the La Gritona, which is a little bit more mellow. Ounce and a half. By mellow, I mean a little less characterful. I don't mean more mellow. It's just got like a little less complex flavor. I want a half an ounce of orange juice. It's got a little bit of bite at the back of your throat, but still has that kind of herbaceousness to it. I think I'm gonna do another 1/4 ounce, so we're up to a total of a half an ounce of simple. That, I can taste tequila and pineapple, I can taste melon, all have distinct flavors. There's a little bit of bite from the tequila, but it's not overpowering at all. Overall, it is a little sweet. It's not too sweet. I'm gonna go back here, I'm gonna use my homemade Grenadine again. I'm gonna put a little of that down there, but now that's pretty brown in color. Yeah, still some cherries. Let's get some of this in here. I think that we should have a nice cherry sitting in the bottom of this thing, right? Maybe even some of the cherry juice with our Grenadine. Unrelated flavors, just kind of a visual effect here. I hope this is gonna be good. I mean, sometimes there's just no substitution for iteration. You just have to keep trying things until they work. I mean, I feel like I've developed some sense, some kind of an instinct about where to start. And I say instinct because I generally try to operate on instinct. Sometimes I can intellectualize things a little bit and really think about where I want to start. I would say that's pretty strongly green with this like black, blackish red sitting at the bottom. It's very, I don't know, it gives Addams Family vibes to me. I kind of like that very strong line, but I'm gonna break it up. Orange wedge. All right, here we are. 3rd time's the charm on this ridiculous drink. Let's find out if it's any good. See, I like that. Oh yeah. So, the edges are rounded off, but you still have this herbaceous menthol presence from the tequila. It's just softened, and it has a long tail and evolution. The melon and the pineapple, I think that they are working really nicely together, and the tequila is very present, not lost at all. It is a slightly sweet drink, honestly. It's not super sweet. I think the orange juice was a good call too. I stand by that. I think that orange juice is really rounding some edges off. Just a half an ounce in there really helped it out a little bit. My first take on that when we had that quick sip at the restaurant before we jarred it, I thought, oh, there's orange in that. Okay. Especially because you see the orange floating in it. Yeah, I think that that's helpful here. I do wonder about my thought about putting a single drop of orange blossom water in it. I think that that would really elevate it and add a layer of intense complexity. I'm gonna try. Okay, here we go. With 1 drop. Now I really like that. 1 drop in that drink is just enough that you would never pick it out of the flavor profile. You would never say, oh, there's a drop of orange blossom water in here. 3 drops and you would. 1 drop and you won't. But a sip before and a sip after, you can really detect the difference. And it is adding a very faint, distant floral note, like a breeze passing through honeysuckle and just catching your nose on an August evening. I like that a lot. It's ugly. It's an ugly drink because it's yellow, greeny, and blackish red. I mean, it don't look good. You know, it works though. I don't know why. I think this is like a rockabilly drink. This seems like something that like you drink at a bowling alley at a car show where people are driving chop top Mercuries and they've got like cigarette packs rolled up in their short sleeve shirt and the ladies are wearing hot pants. I think we did it. I think this is an improvement on the one from Chili's. I don't think the Chili's one needed a ton of improvement. I think that this is just a slight improvement. Like I said, I maintain that was the best chain cocktail we've had on doing this. Like, it wasn't awful. It wasn't syrupy. It wasn't super duper sweet. It was fine. This just has a little bit more distinction, a little bit more distinct parts. You can taste the tequila a little bit better. You can taste the parts a little bit better. And they still work in a harmonious kind of way. Up next, we're gonna look at the next drink in the next green tube of mystery that we got at Chili's. Okay, let's do the next drink. All right, so I don't know what this is. Do you know what this one was?
That's the El Presidente.
This is the well, it's not an El Presidente, it's an El Presidente Margarita. It's a different thing, yeah, because an El Presidente, I love an El Presidente, but this is an El Presidente Margarita. And if I recall, it had a nice, healthy salt rim on the glass. Not bad. It's like a lime or lemonade. What were the ingredients in this?
See, I found it very flat. It was the Sauza Conmemorativo tequila, and then the Patron Citronge, and then the E&J brandy.
We have the E&J brandy, the Grand Blue VSOP, extra smooth. Boy, you know, it's funny, brandy, huh? What's that doing in here? But this Jimenez, Pedro Jimenez, is this an insane idea? Yes. Let's explore it, though. Let's go crazy. Let's say, damn the man at Chili's. I'm gonna just say, look, I'm taking my inspiration from the name and roughly from the ingredients. I don't think that is an El Presidente margarita or an El Presidente tequila drink. So one of the problems I'm gonna have here is that I don't know if I could, there's no way for me in my brain to make a drink that truly speaks to the idea of it being an El Presidente margarita. A margarita is a sour. An El Presidente is not a sour. But a tequila-based El Presidente-esque drink is intriguing enough that I think it's worth trying it. So we're gonna, what's the ratio? That's a great question. I think you wanna do half an ounce of this, 1 ounce of our tequila. I'm using this Don Julio here, 1 ounce of it. But the truth of the matter is that since we're working in kind of a reverse-based drink, it might not be necessary to use an añejo here. We might be able to get away with something like a reposado or something, you know, a little bit less insane. And now I want to do 2 ounces of my Jimenez very sweet sherry. We're going to crack some ice into our mixing glass. Just because this could be a little too sweet. Let's give it a taste. Yeah. Let's put 2 dashes of Aggo in there. Sacre bleu! I'm gonna add another 1/4 ounce of our orange because I want to just bring that to the fore a little bit. Perfecto. Okay, we're gonna strain this into a coupe. It's gonna get garnished with a orange twist. Good twist. This is my tequila El Presidente. Oh my lord. Oh, wow. That, silky, sweet, nutty magic. That is divine, man. That came out great. I do think you could use a louder tequila here. In fact, I would say keep that ratio. Don't change the ratio that I came up with. So it's 1 ounce of the tequila, but maybe even try a mezcal. Try something with a little smoke in it, just a touch, just a hint. But this is my thing. Wow. The orange, nutty, mellow. It's a desserty drink, no question. It is sweet. All the sweetness is coming from our sherry, which is a sweetened wine, no question. The Jimenez. It is raisiny, sweet, mellow. Now, look, you're not drinking this quick. This is nothing like a lemonade. No, it's just what I think a tequila El Presidente should be. Oh my God, that's so good. It's so good. It's ridiculously good. Every time you take a sip, it has a slightly different evolution. There are some chocolatey notes in there. The Angostura is bringing these baking spices, the cinnamon, the allspice, and maybe that's where the chocolate is coming from. That interacting with our orange liqueur, the citronge. The sherry is the backbone of this drink. It brings all this mellow, sophisticated, reserved, soft power kind of sweetness. This is the kind of drink that belongs in a mahogany-paneled room with leather-bound books and big winged clubman chairs, whatever those are called. With the chair. This is a drink for a large cigar and a backroom kickback. That's what this is a drink for. Oh my God. Humidor tobacco. The herbaceous menthol of the tequila just cut through in a way that, married with everything else, produced that cedar humidor vibe that I love the smell of. I don't like cigars. I don't like smoking them. I don't like being around them. But them aging in a humidor is the most wonderful smell I've ever encountered. It's one of my favorite smells, the smell of a humidor full of cigars. Oh, I love it. It's a fucking great drink. I decided that the assignment was to make a Tequila El Presidente. There it is. I'm giving myself an A. Well, up next, we're going to do one more drink that we picked up at Chili's. What is it? This, my friends, this! You know, the thing is, I actually have to go to a doctor. I think I got arthritis. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is a Jackberry Margarita. Oh, Jackberry Margarita. Oh, look at the colors. They call it a Jackberry because it's made from Jack Daniels and blackberries. So it's a Jackberry Margarita. Good Lord. They're disgusting. Oh my God, I hate that drink. Oh, yeah. I think at the restaurant, I'm going to back that up. It tastes like cough syrup. That's like Robitussin. Can we do a better version of that? Yes, we can. This is made with a blackberry liqueur.
So silver tequila, Jack Daniels, the citronge again, and blackberry.
More citron. All right, so we got our Jack Daniels. All right, we got to do Jackie. We got to do Jackie, citronge, Blackie Berry. I've got my mixing glass, my shaker tin. I'm gonna throw in yay's much, a handful of blackberries. This is a good question. What's wrong with this? Well, this is overly sweet and very artificial tasting. It tastes like kids like medicine, cough syrup. I'm gonna put in 1 ounce of citronge. I'm gonna do 2 ounces of Old No. 7. We're gonna take some lemon, half a lemon. We're gonna take 1/4 of a lemon, and I'm gonna cut that into little slices. 4 lemon 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds. Yeah, 4 30 seconds. 4 30 seconds of a lemon go into my tin, and then a silver tequila. Yeah, let's do it the Bozal. I'm gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of Bozal, and Bozal makes a bunch. This is the Espadín Barril Mexicano Ensemble Mezcal Artesanal. Why am I changing up? Why am I not just using some sort of like more regular tequila? Because we've got a lot of flavor here. We got lemon, we've got the blackberries, we've got the tequila, and what I want to do with this is not overpower the drink, but bring real spice to it. I hope that does this. I hope that does that. Flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know what I'm doing. Afterwards, I'll let you know what I thought about what I was not thinking. So, this is a drink. Crack a little ice. This drink's kind of a mess right now. It should have been strained a little bit better, but this is my purple Nurple. Yeah, that's not bad. It could be a little sweeter. Yeah, man, though, that's great. I think it's just missing. Oh, yeah, this got real evolution. Ooh, wait a second, hold on. Yeah. We're gonna just add 1/4 ounce of sweet, because there's no edges to round off. This drink is balanced, but that's gonna help certain flavors come out and express. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. So in their version of my purple Nurple, this drink tastes like medicine, like syrup. It really does. It has like the most artificial, and I know what that is. That's like a blackberry brandy. That's like some kind of a blackberry liqueur. Now this is fresh blackberries, fresh lemons, Jack Daniels, mezcal, the Bozal, and you have to be careful with mezcal. You have to select the right one. The Bozal is this particular bottling in Bozal is pretty mellow, but still in that traditional acrid, smoky style of mezcal that you think of when you think of mezcal. And what else did we throw in there? Oh yeah, the l'orange. No, the citronge, and a little syrup. And what's funny is what we were trying to do is avoid something overly sweet like this. Even with my 1/2 ounce of simple here, we're not overly sweet. Fresh, lemony, blackberry fruit lemonade, but with orange, I get the orange, but with a smoky mezcal presence that runs through the whole thing, really ties it together, provides a real foundation for this drink, actually. You know, with a lot of tequila, I think that tequila tends to occupy a lot of the treble notes in a drink because it's menthol, it's very herbaceous, but mezcal can come in with a real gruff kind of smoky vibe that hangs out down here. And it can really hold together the bottom end of a drink. And in this case, that's exactly what it's doing, because we're getting plenty of treble from our fruit. But all of that, you have to remember there's 2 ounces of Jack Daniels here. That all evolves and ties up into this singular kind of sweet corn peanuts kind of thing that you get from the Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is not, a great whiskey or anything like that, but this has got to be the Jack Berry Margarita. It's not a margarita anymore. Honestly, the way I made this is not really a margarita at all. I would say that this does not need a salted rim. Did this have a salted rim? I don't really remember. I don't think so. It's more like a whiskey smash or something like that, or a bramble, or what was it? Jacob's Pickles used to have a Kentucky porch sipper, they called it. It's sort of like that. It reminds me of that. It's a lot of stuff all kind of chucked together in a way that ultimately works. It's very rustic. It's got a real rustic vibe. I'm happy with it. It's good. It's excellent. I'm not always in the mood for what the mezcal brings, but here it is bringing it in a way that is balanced and good, and it fits the drink. I'm happy with this. I'm pretty pleased. I'll tell you this. I don't mean this to slight anybody else's efforts, but it's 1,000 times better than this thing. It really is. It just is. That's the show, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another episode of HTD very, very, very soon. I've been making the show for 6 goddamn years. Damn it. And you can check out the older episodes along here. In the meantime, be good out there. Enjoy living, if you can. If you can. Can you? I don't know. That seems a little threatening. No, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with another episode of HTD very, very, very soon. And adieu.